It's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Now Trubisky to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Now it's Trubisky. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a 1st down.
I was going to say on 3rd down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just got to shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the 1st.
Come on, QB, come on. 58, boys, 58, 58. Come on. Hey, get in the way. Check nickel. Play.
They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
3 more yards.
The safeties were well back there, and he had a lot of room. Were they in the cover too?
Yeah, they were, and the safeties were back. And, usually they're 12 to 15 yards off the line of scrimmage, somewhere around the hash mark for each of them. But what also happens if the linebackers dive into the line, if you block them initially, that blocker can come off of them and get up to the safeties on the 2nd level, and now you've got a big place to run the football.
51, Mike 51. Okay, double. Shoot. Check.
On 2nd down now. It's Cohen, and he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Tight end's right. Alert. 3 down. Hey, switch gears. Check. Crunch.
They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. A nice 1st down pickup on a gain of 6. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? Because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Toss play, Cohen, right side. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That gain of 50. Team gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
Makes the score Bears 7, Packers nothing. Adam Vinatieri set to kick off.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Roquan Smith, the Bears' leading tackler last season, makes the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Fielded at the 20. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards, and the Bears take over.
On 44-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now. No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Trubisky gives to Cohen. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
The 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
You can't block me. You can't.
Here's Patterson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bears 7, Packers nothing.
On 2nd down, it's Montgomery, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
They go play action here on 1st down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Kevin King, the former Washington Husky, there defensively.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. This is Cohen on the toss. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Rip right. 50 wants the mic. 50 wants the mic. What we got? Back. Hey, 18. Alert 3. Check 9.
On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
They'll run with Montgomery, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. David Montgomery with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers throwing quickly to the flat. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
17 yards. And a Packer first down.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Off to Aaron Jones.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brought down by Khalil Mack. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 35. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
So many times someone's success is the product of a lot of things coming together really well. And for Aaron Jones in 2019, it all came together for him. He stayed healthy, was on the field for all 16 games, got handed the ball 100 more times last year, and as an end result, broke 1,000 yards in a season rushing for the first time in his career.
It's a jet sweep. This is Adams. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Give all that credit defensively to Khalil Mack. A great stop in the backfield. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big pickup of 38. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
58, right over there, yeah, right, 58, right there. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Better print. You better print. Let me get 300.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Got a man open, it's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Touchdown.
Davante Adams. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Packers are back within a score. And his kick is no good. Misses the PAT, a mistake there. And this remains a 7-point game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Push him back. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Preston Smith, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Second down.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They run. This is Cohen. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively, not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Now it's Trubisky. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
2 things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
For the Bears.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. On the return is Irvin. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Coverage on the play by Kyle Fuller.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Adam Vinatieri set to kick off.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We have not seen much on offense from either side these last few drives. It has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, Jalen Johnson. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. After the interception, here's Trubisky. Throwing over the middle, but It's incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points. Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the Jets sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 3rd down. From the gun, Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first.
14. First down, Packers.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
A gain of 15.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Rodgers. Funches with a catch over the middle. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
A gain of
12 more yards there and another first down. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Jones. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Jones. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers on the move to his left. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
To throw is Rodgers. From the gun, he'll throw. Touchdown, Packers! Mercedes Lewis, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers have cut it back within a score.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Packers 12.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turn that.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2.
4th and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll go with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Here's Rodgers. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. They didn't want the tie. They roll the dice and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with you. We're going to go ahead and push it to a 1-point lead, and that just changes the complexion of the whole game.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5.
Makes it 3rd and 5.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A Chicago first down, the former Jag Allen Robinson on the catch from Trubisky. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, Trubisky gonna let one fly for Robinson. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Over 1st and 10.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. A gain of 3, second down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell him to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
The ball carrier. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and inches.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Now Rodgers running the option right. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
A 4-yard pick.
They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he goes out right around the 39.
Complete to Aaron
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Rodgers' throw going to be caught by Funchess. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. On the sneak, Rodgers. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him.
down.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. A real opportunity for them. Their defense got the key 4th down stop. Now all they need is a field goal to snag the lead. They'll start things on first with Tariq Cohen. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
at the 43-yard line.
Here's Trubisky to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target, and it'll bring up third down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Trubisky's
no gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game.
At the 37-yard line.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Throwing again on 2nd down. Trubisky caught out left side by Robinson. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brings up 3rd and
throwing now is Trubisky.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They try again with Montgomery. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery in the final minute, and the Bears have retaken the lead. Now Trubisky will lead the Bears up to go for 2. Trying to run it in with Montgomery. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion.
Adam Vinatieri set to kick off.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down here in a 1-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Zadarius Smith able to get him down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they